Ismail Haniyeh, the political leader of Hamas, is dead. He was killed in Tehran, a target in a foreign land. The news sent shockwaves through the Middle East, confirming the worst fears of many and confirming the ruthlessness of a conflict with no easy answers. Haniyeh, a controversial figure on the world stage, was nonetheless a symbol of Palestinian resistance for many, a man who had risen from the poverty of a Gaza refugee camp to lead a movement. His assassination marks a turning point in the Israeli-Palestinian conflict, a dangerous escalation in a region already teetering on the brink. The implications of his death are vast and far-reaching, promising to reshape the political landscape of the Middle East for years to come. As the dust settles, the world watches and waits, holding its breath for the inevitable aftershocks. His death is a stark reminder of the human cost of this intractable conflict, a conflict that has claimed the lives of countless innocent people on both sides. It is a conflict that has defied all attempts at a lasting solution, leaving a trail of broken promises and shattered dreams in its wake. Ismail Haniyeh was born in 1962 in the Al-Shati refugee camp in Gaza, a place of poverty and displacement. His family was expelled during the 1948 Arab-Israeli War. Haniyeh joined Hamas in the 1980s, drawn to its message of resistance. He rose through the ranks, known for his pragmatism and charisma. Haniyeh connected with ordinary Palestinians and was committed to their cause. In 2006, Hamas won the elections, highlighting Haniyeh's leadership. The assassination took place in Tehran, the capital of Iran, a country long considered an enemy of Israel. Haniyeh was in Tehran for a meeting with Iranian officials, a relationship forged in shared opposition to Israel. The fact that Haniyeh was killed in Tehran speaks to the audacity and reach of the perpetrators. The assassination sent shockwaves through Iran, a country already on edge due to escalating tensions with the West. Iranian officials were quick to condemn the attack, vowing revenge and pointing the finger at Israel. The assassination could have far-reaching consequences for the region, potentially pushing Iran closer to the brink of conflict with Israel. The choice of Tehran as the location for the assassination was not accidental. It was a symbolic strike, a message sent loud and clear to Iran and its allies in the region. The assassination is a dangerous escalation, raising the stakes in an already volatile region. It is a stark reminder of the fragility of peace in the Middle East, a region where even the most entrenched conflicts can reignite with deadly consequences. News of Haniyeh's death spread like wildfire through the Gaza Strip, the impoverished Palestinian enclave that Hamas has controlled since 2007. Haniyeh, though based abroad in recent years, remained a popular figure in Gaza, seen by many as a symbol of resistance against Israeli oppression. His death has been met with an outpouring of grief and anger, with mourners taking to the streets waving Palestinian flags and chanting slogans against Israel. Hamas, designated a terrorist organization by Israel, the United States, and the European Union, has vowed revenge for the killing of its leader. The group, known for its arsenal of rockets and its network of tunnels, has already launched a barrage of rockets into Israel, triggering retaliatory airstrikes from the Israeli military. The cycle of violence, a familiar pattern in this intractable conflict, has begun anew. Haniyeh's assassination threatens to unravel the fragile ceasefire that has held between Israel and Hamas since the last major conflict in 2021. The situation in Gaza is extremely tense, with the potential for further escalation high. The international community has called for calm and restraint, but their pleas have so far gone unheeded. The assassination of Ismail Haniyeh has drawn condemnation from the international community, with world leaders expressing shock and concern over the killing. The United Nations has called for an independent investigation into the assassination, urging all parties to exercise restraint and prevent further escalation. The European Union has echoed these calls, emphasizing the need for de-escalation and dialogue. The United States, a staunch ally of Israel, has taken a more cautious approach, stopping short of condemning the assassination outright. However, even the US has expressed concern over the potential for further violence and instability in the region. The assassination has put the US in a difficult position, forcing it to balance its support for Israel with its interest in regional stability. The assassination has highlighted the complexities of the Israeli-Palestinian conflict, a conflict that has long defied international efforts at resolution. It has also exposed the limitations of international diplomacy, particularly in the face of deeply entrenched animosity and mistrust. The assassination of Ismail Haniyeh raises serious questions about the future of Hamas and the prospects for a negotiated settlement to the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. Haniyeh, despite his hardline stance against Israel, was also seen by some as a pragmatist, a leader who understood the need for dialogue and compromise. His death could pave the way for a more radical leadership to emerge within Hamas, one less inclined to engage in peace talks with Israel. The assassination could also lead to a power struggle within Hamas, potentially fracturing the organization and further complicating efforts to achieve a lasting peace. The group is already divided between its political and military wings, with the latter often taking a more hardline stance. Haniyeh's death could exacerbate these divisions, leading to increased instability and violence. The assassination is a major setback for the already moribund peace process. With tensions running high and trust at an all-time low, the prospects of reviving meaningful negotiations between Israel and the Palestinians seem remote at best. The assassination of Ismail Haniyeh is a stark reminder of the enduring cycle of violence that has plagued the Middle East for decades. It is a cycle fueled by hatred, mistrust, and a thirst for revenge, a cycle that has claimed the lives of countless innocent people on both sides of the conflict. Haniyeh's death is unlikely to break this cycle, and may even serve to perpetuate it. The assassination has created a dangerous vacuum in the region, one that could be filled by more violence and instability. The international community, though quick to condemn the killing, seems powerless to stop the cycle of violence. The situation in the Middle East is complex and volatile, with no easy solutions in sight. The assassination of Ismail Haniyeh is a tragedy, not just for the Palestinians, but for all those who long for peace in the Middle East. It is a stark reminder of the human cost of conflict, a cost that continues to mount with each passing day.